Hey everyone, before we dive into it, here's a quick background on water culture. North Carolina's saddest boys, water culture, are here to bring you on a journey of love and loss. Painting visceral stories with their emo and post-rock soundscapes, this Winston-Salem-based group illustrates the darkest parts of dealing with grief and despair. With several releases under their belts, the band has garnered a loyal following and carved out an important spot for themselves in the East Coast DIY scene. Their newest offering, Hanging by a Thread, is available now. Waterculture consists of Ryan Mitchell on vocals, Thomas Drake on drums, Austin Etchells on bass, Jared Pugh and Jake Owens on guitar. Hey everyone, I'm Mackayla, and today we welcome Ryan from Waterculture to the Soundtrack of Your Lives podcast. So welcome, Ryan.
Hi, Mackayla. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you guys put out your album Hanging by a Thread the end of November, so it's been out for a little while now. What has the reception been like by your fans?
It has been so awesome. This album is a collection of a lot of singles we put out and an EP from the last few years. And then our new song, Sad Joints, is on it as well. We put out a music video for that the same day. And the response has been honestly overwhelming. It's been really nice to finally get it out and put it into the world. And yeah, I'm just really happy about it.
What was it like filming the music video?
It was really hot. We filmed it was May or June, I can't remember, and we were in a warehouse space that didn't really have AC, and for some reason we all decided to wear jackets.
Oh no.
It was really fun, but we were all really, really sweaty like the entire time, and it was a 10-hour day of filming. So yeah, I always really enjoy getting to get in a room with the guys, whether we're shooting video, playing music, or whatever. But sweaty.
Yeah, that sounds like maybe next time don't wear jackets, I guess, to when you're filming.
Yeah, no, you learn. We learn.
Yeah, you have to make that mistake to then know to not make it again.
100%.
Do you have any favorite memories from the filming of the shoot aside from being really hot?
Building the set was really fun. The guy who filmed it, his name is Garrett Barefoot. He has a production company called Black Plate Productions. He does audio and music if anybody wants to check that out on Instagram or whatever. But the song is very emo, post-hardcore, and very heartfelt. So he had us print out a bunch of pictures that meant a lot to us, whether it was family, friends, loved ones, that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we built a scene where there was just those pictures hanging all over the place, and we all did solo shots in that. And it was a kind of beautiful moment, just, I don't know, being surrounded by our family and friends, even though it's just pictures. And then throughout the video, that scene is kind of edited and weaved in. So there's a lot of scenes where you just, see a bunch of people that are important to you. And it was fun to be able to send to my little brother and show him a picture of him when he was 5 towards the end of the video. It's just, warm my heart.
Yeah, that's really cool because I saw it and I saw all the pictures and I was wondering what they were, but that's really cool that they're really important pictures to you guys.
Yeah, it was really nice.
You guys have also played a number of shows this year. Are there any shows in particular that are more memorable or stand out to you?
Yeah, we, at the beginning of this year, did a weekend run in February where we took out a band called Sloth from Boone, some good friends of ours. And at the end of that run, we talked to their guitarist, Jake, about joining up with us. And he's been playing with us ever since. That kind of stands out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we played a show with a band called Amorosa that I've really enjoyed for a long time. And that was a really good time. We met a lot of people that didn't necessarily come there to see us, but then left being fans and friends of ours. And that's always really warming feeling in your stomach and heart.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like what you're doing is a bit worthwhile. And then this wasn't a show for necessarily water culture, but I am water culture. So I went out to Louisville, Kentucky and did a emo night out there that is like 3 full bands with a rotating carousel of singers. And it sold out Headliners Music Hall, which is a 700 cap room.
Oh, wow.
And got to sing some Pierce the Veil songs, some All American Rejects, and some Knocked Loose, and met a bunch of people, took some headphones, showed dozens and dozens and dozens of people our new music video, got 100 plus people to save our record, and sold a bunch of merch. So that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
Emo nights are fun.
Emo nights are really fun. especially when people show up.
Yeah, I mean, any kind of show is always better when people show up.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so in all of these shows, do you have any like fan moments that stick out or anything crazy that fans did for you?
Yeah, so at the show that we played about 2 weeks ago, the one that I got pretty sick after, there was a couple people there that were just like really dancing, not like hardcore dancing, but like just really, really getting down and really enjoying themselves. And seeing people, I don't know, lose themselves in the music that we play always sticks out to me. There was a handful of people at the emo night that I just played that I would be like, hey, do you mind if I show you like 30 seconds of one of my band's songs? And they just sat there and listened to it for like 5 minutes, just like
Hmm.
with eyes closed, bobbing and weaving. And I don't know, just seeing people really resonate with the stuff we do always stands out to me. I always appreciate people buying stuff and supporting us financially, but on the other end of that, people just, really, really, I don't know, whether it's being caught off guard or just hearing something for the first time that they really resonate with it, that those are the moments that I really, really, man, take a shot for every time I say really, really. But yeah, that's the stuff that I really enjoy.
Yeah. So kind of going off of people resonating with your music, what do you hope they take away from this album?
What do I hope they take away from this album? I hope that anyone that listens to it all the way through, I just hope they enjoy it. I hope that we have a lot of different sounds on the record because it's a few different recording sessions from a couple of years, kind
Hmm.
of hodgepodge into one. So there's songs that are more like indie alternative, Copeland-esque, post-rock, ranging to sad joints that is like emo post-hardcore. So there's kind of everything in between there. And maybe somebody goes into it because they see the advertisements we run online for sad joints and they listen to like So Far Gone or Tired Eyes, which are more like zero screaming, like very vibey,
Hmm.
indie alternative, like Copeland esque. Maybe they find a new genre of music that they like, and that leads to them listening to something else they wouldn't usually listen to. And people that don't really necessarily listen to sad music because it, I don't know, gets them down or they just can't for one reason or another. Maybe they are able to digest the emo ass fun songs that we have a bit more, and it
Hmm.
opens them up to the stuff that I really like to listen to, which is, generally kind of sad, but fun at the same time.
Yeah. What kind of music do you like to listen to?
My favorite band is Pianos Become the Teeth. They are a post-rock band that used to play more hardcore music, but now it's more like heartfelt post-rock that is like, it feels almost like a movie soundtrack, but at the same time is five dudes absolutely killing it, like rocking it out. So anything that makes me feel, I'm really drawn to. But anything that can make me feel and at the same time like is captivating, I think is a good word for it.
Hmm.
That is really my forte. I've been listening to a lot of a band called Loathe recently. They are I think, British band. They are so good. They're my favorite band that I've discovered in the past year.
It's always, I like discovering new bands. It's always a fun thing.
Yeah, me too. I'm not as good about it as my bassist, Austin Etchels. He stays listening to new bands day in and day out, and I think my Spotify Wrapped was the same thing for like 3 or 4 years in a row. I'll listen to new bands here or there, but it's not every day or necessarily even every month that I find one that I put in my daily rotation or really, really click with.
Yeah, you got to have the classics, the songs that you can always go back to.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of the times too that I find a band that I really love, they've been broken up for 10 years.
That's always the worst when you find that out.
Yeah, it is. It is tough. And I just assume it at this point. I'm like, man, this song is really good. How long have you guys been broken up for?
So it's a nice surprise when they're still together.
Yeah, whenever that happens.
Yeah, so, speaking of, staying together as a band, what is it kind of like working with all of you guys together to make sure that, things don't fall apart?
So this kind of ties into the album title, Hanging by a Thread. Me and my drummer have been playing together for 6 years. This band, Water Culture, before COVID was called Glow, and we
Hmm.
had an EP out called Cherish You, and then we put out an EP called Cope later. Those songs are on Hanging by a Thread, but we went through a lot of changes during COVID. My guitarist left. That was pretty integral to our sound. And we were kind of struggling to find core members that would stick around. But my bassist now, Austin, joined, I think, in 2022. And we were recording this new music that Sad Joints is a part of earlier this year in January. And I had the idea of, because when our guitarist left, I really wasn't sure we were going to stick around, stick together. I'm very glad we did. But taking all of the songs that we've had from the past few years and putting them together, hanging by a thread, just kind of felt like the right, I don't know, name to display those songs, because I was never sure that we were going to get an album release together. And now we are stronger as a group. We found our identity with writing music and all really enjoy playing together. But it has definitely been hard at points. And there was a conversation that I had probably 2 years ago at this point, maybe 2.5, with Thomas, our drummer, about whether he was going to stick around, whether he wanted to continue going with this, because it is really frustrating when you build a rapport, I don't know if that's the right word, but a writing style with somebody, and then you have to kind of start over or have that uncertainty of like whether you can like continue with a certain style or project after so many changes. And it's definitely built some resilience.
What would you say for somebody, like what advice would you give to somebody who's kind of going through that right now?
Keep going, keep putting yourself out there, go to local shows and meet people in other bands. Put yourself out there in any way you can online, whether it's doing covers and putting $10 behind like an advertisement, trying to just put your name out there, say that you're looking for a band, say that you're looking for members to join, or just do whatever you can, because you do not have unlimited time that you will be able to do what you're currently doing. Life changes, responsibilities change, and maybe some of the people that are in that situation, music should take the backseat for a little bit, but always keep it as a hobby. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you are like, I don't know, whichever outlet you have to be creative, whether it's painting or singing, playing drums, doing photography at shows, keep that in your life in some manner, because life without passion is pointless.
Yeah, that's really good advice and very true. If you're not passionate about anything in your life, it's kind of, why bother? It's kind of boring.
Yeah, I agree.
So as we're going into the new year, do you guys have any sort of upcoming stuff or things that you're looking forward to in the new year?
Yeah, actually, we are taking a break right now for the rest of December and I think most of January. We're all going through some changes. We are planning weekend runs in February, in April, and I believe in May, and we are writing new music. We have 5 songs ready to go, ready to release, that were part of the recording session that we did Sad Joints in, that we're going to be putting out every other month throughout 2025. So we are doing what we can to put our best foot forward, try to grow our fan base, group of friends as much as we can. And we are going to be playing a bunch of new states next year. I think we have planned shows all around North Carolina, where we're from, my hometown that I'm moving back to soon in Roanoke, Virginia, Georgia, South Carolina, and then hopefully down in Florida and up in Kentucky in the next like 6 or 7 months. So yeah, we are doing what we can.
That's very exciting that you guys have all those new shows and new music coming.
Yes, always nice to have things to look forward to. So we doing what we can.
Yeah, if you could describe, if you're allowed to describe the new music at all, what would you say?
I can, and I would say that it is a very pretty cross between the band Movements and This Town Needs Guns, which is a math rock band, and then Movements is like very pretty emo. There's a lot of tapping guitar parts that are just so fun to listen to. My drummer has gotten better every year that I have played with him, and it has been so fun to watch his development as an artist and as a musician. He makes me better, I make him better. Our new bassist, Austin, well, I guess he's not really new at this point, but this is our first recording session with him, and he just went above and beyond with everything he's done. And I personally, with the vocals, have never been as proud or as confident in a group of songs that we've done. I think there's something for everybody. And yeah, I'm really proud of him.
I'm so excited to hear what you guys have next. I love your music and I can't wait to hear what's coming next.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
course. Before I ask the last question, was there anything else that you wanted to mention or talk about today?
Besides giving a spiel about our band Water Culture from North Carolina that put out a record hanging by a thread, I don't really have too much to promote or say.
Okay. Yeah. So the last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Oh, that's easy. The soundtrack of my life would have to be Keep You by Pianos Become the Teeth. It is my favorite record of all time. And then just as the last song trails off, it would be Young and Courageous by Tides of Man. It is a 52-minute absolute banger of instrumental post-rock record. It has no words on it, but it says a lot. I have written a lot of lyrics listening to that throughout the years. When I said my Spotify Wrapped was the same thing a handful of years in a row, that was always at the top of it because I would fall asleep to that record. I'd go on long drives listening to it. It has resonated with me, I think, more than anything I've ever heard. And I have taken those feelings and tried to carry that into the things that I do with my music. Yeah, I would say those two records back to back. It's a good hour, 45-minute soundtrack to my life.
I love that you have an album that's just always been there for you.
Yeah, what about yours? What would the soundtrack to your life be? I'm not quite familiar if you said it before.
Yeah, I feel like it's always changing. Right now, it's probably, if I'm being honest, I listen to this, like, I don't know if you know the TV show The Office. I listen to that to fall asleep.
Wait, do you listen to like the intro? Do 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 do
No,
do
no,
do
like the whole,
do
I listen to the
do
whole
do do do.
episodes.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I didn't even think about TV shows for that. That's fair. I've seen The Office a handful of times. But yes,
Yeah,
it's
so it'd
very
probably be
good.
the TV show The Office would be the soundtrack of my life.
Do you have a favorite episode?
I have like favorite moments. I don't know if I have like a favorite full episode, if that makes sense.
The one where they do the Thunder Mifflin Olympics, I would say is mine.
That's
But
a really
that
good
is
one.
entirely fair. It is. It is all cast, no breaks.
I find that it's like bits and pieces of like every episode that I like, but I'm not sure there's one that I'm like, this is my favorite episode.
That's entirely fair.
I feel like that's a hard choice to make.
I'm a long form enjoyer. I like full albums. I love
Mhm.
listening to them like that. And then yeah, that's just fair though.
So for all of our listeners that want to stay updated on you guys, hear the new music when it comes out, and even potentially attend the shows when they're announced, where can they find you?
We are on Instagram at Water Culture Band. We are on Facebook if you look up Water Culture. Spotify, Apple Music, follow us, Water Culture, our new record Hanging by a Thread. And I believe that's it. I might be leaving something out, but we are mostly active on Instagram. We don't really do like Twitter or anything.
Hmm. So thank you so
Thank
much for
you for taking the
taking
time
the.
to talk to me.
Yeah, thank you
I
for
beat you
also.
to it.
Yeah, well, have a nice rest of your day.
You too.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Listeners, go check them out, and don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, and TikTok at STLI's Podcast. Thanks for listening.